Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friends of the Feather. It's another good morning. It's a little late today. I slept in. Can you believe it? I slept in until like 8:30. Anyway, so this is my channel. If you have any questions about it, there's a huge big thing in the description box. You can get the skinny on what's going on this crazy little thing that you may have happened to run into. If you haven't just run into it, thank you for coming back. Welcome back. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you to our 108 subscribers. So appreciate that. We are on a journey to get 1,000 because micro-homesteading is expensive, as I've learned. And we will be doing it, but progress will be greatly increased if we can get monetized. Because the only reason it's going as slow as it is money, money, money. Everything is expensive. Good morning, Fiddle. So today we have 63 degrees and sunny. 63 degrees and rain. Rain, rain, rain. It's supposed to rain all day. That's alright though. I need it to. Good morning, sir. So today is the Saturday summary. That is a summary of what we've done this week. I know what you've been doing, Fiddle. You do it right in front of me. It's really bad. It's really disturbing. Yeah, you guys are violent. Yeah. There's no finesse about you, sir. It's all go, go, go. Man. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for the first segment, we'll talk about where we've been. Where we've been this is all new. This was not here. All of this is new. All of this. All of it. So this was just yard for a very long time. Actually, when we first moved in here, this was like a, there was like a building attached to this that came out to about like right here. It actually came out to where this trench is, right here. And it went up and over and attached to the building, right? And it was like this dilapidated, it looked like a carport, but it was falling over, and it had like, it was just like this, it was like someone had been building a house and then took just the bits and pieces that they didn't use in certain parts and just put it all together and made this carport. So it was kind of hodgepodge, right? And we lived here for probably a year or two maybe before I was like, I'm done with the carport. So I came down here one day and just tore it down. And got all the, because this was like gravel. Like all of this was like gravel. So the carport was no more. Well, upper management said that, well, gracious. Get on out. Get on out. But upper management didn't like the shed. He wanted to burn it down. And I said no. I really don't think we should do that. Then he wanted to dismantle it. And I said again, no, I really don't think we should do that. It has value. It's actually a very, very solid structure. If you go back into some of my really early videos, you'll see I like went up into the loft of ye old Cluckersburg, and it's a really solid structure. There is no rot, no damage to the inside. Now the outside looks pretty rough, I'll admit it. But this is all solid structure. Like, it is a very, very solid piece of work. It's bolted to this concrete pad. It's got these bolts, like, in these little 2x4s down here. You probably can't see that, but that's fine. You can take my word for it. I swear they're there. We'll get a nice good picture of this little spider right here, and you can see that bolt right there. It's completely bolted to the concrete pad, and we get high winds down here. It just destroyed the roof of my house a couple weeks ago. So, and it's stood here. I don't know how long it's been here. The house has been here since '61. And this shed has survived. So, I petitioned the board and was able to save Cluckersburg. And so I turned it into this. So that's where we were. We started with 0 chickens. I hadn't raised chickens for probably 30 years, 40 years. Oh, 40 years, yeah. It maybe like 38. 38 sounds better than 40, right? But anyway, so I just got a wild hair one day and I was like, I'm going to go get some chickens. It was actually a lot of deliberation that had gone into it. I had debated it for a very long time. It was during the time when eggs were like $7 or $8 a dozen. I was like, that's it. That's it. You finally did it. You made me do it. So I went and got some babies. It was January. Bad idea. If anybody ever thinks about getting chickens in the middle of winter, don't do it. It was fine, obviously. They all survived, but they don't do well. And really, like, when you get them at the store, I've said this like 1,000 times, but when you get chicks at a store like Tractor Supply or Rural King or whatever, they're only like 1 to 3 days old. They're no more than 3 days old. That's how long they can survive, like, away from their mother before they start eating food. Like, that's for transport and things like that. So that transport is very difficult for chicks when it's cold. It can kill them, like, very easily. And I think that's why we lost 3 in the beginning, and I think that's why, because it was January and it was cold. So that was a beginner's lesson right there. Don't get chickens in the winter. And but we did good, and here we are. It took forever for the weather to be warm enough for it to put them out, and that was a big stress because they're really, really dirty when they get bigger. So the chicken dust is unbelievable. They poop a lot. Like, there's not a word to describe the amount of poop that they produce. It's like more than a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, so excuse me. In hindsight, some of the things that I would probably do differently. I would get them a little later in the year. I would probably wait until like March or April, just because the weather when they get to this size is going to be a little more manageable, so you can put them out immediately when they need to go. I probably would have had like an enclosure set up and ready to go for them instead of kind of building it as I went. But I'm kind of glad I did it the way I did it, because if I would have gone with my original plan, I don't think I would have liked it as well. So it actually worked out much better the way it went. But I was just kind of playing it by ear. Like, we got the kennels. Those worked out really well. They're still working out really well, as you can see. Perfect plan. I'm sure there are other ways that, that would have been perfect plan, but this is what we did, and it worked out really well. So, yeah, that's where we've been. And it's been so much fun, life-changing, I will have to say. Very, very life-changing. I used to stay up until 3 in the morning and get up around like 11, 1, somewhere in there. And now I go to bed at 9 and get up at 5, 6 in the morning. That's a huge change. I've never done that. I haven't done that since I was forced to as a child. And I do it willingly now, and I'm happy to do it. Like, it's so strange. It's, I don't know. Seasons change. People change. Name that tune. Alright. So this is Saturday. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's really not that bad out here. For 63 degrees, it's pretty warm. The rain isn't very, like, it's not raining at all right now. So this is manageable. I'm just glad it's not cold. No cold winds. Listen, Fiddle, listen. Poor Faddle, you took her to task last night, so I don't even want to... She should get a reprieve today of some sort. Poor girl. Alright, everyone. Happy Saturday. This has been our Saturday summary of where we've been. Make sure to tune into the buttons here later today, and we will talk about where we are. And then later on this evening, we'll talk about where we're going. Where are you going? I love Dave Matthews. I'm a little upset with Dave Matthews right now, though. I had to put him in the back seat. He used to be my #1 passenger, but I had to put him in the back seat for Maynard James Keenan of Tool. He took the front seat not too long ago, or actually it's been a while. It's been about 2 or 3 years. So yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you later today. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.